Good morning, brilliant scholars. Welcome to Corona Day 72. 72 days since we last met as a class. Well, the good thing about that, folks, is we are so very close to being done. And we can tell, as we can always tell with the school year, that it is nice outside. Once it is this nice, we know it's about time to pack it up. So hang in there with me, guys. We've got about a week or so, depending on, my seniors, you have 1 week left. My everybody else, sophomores and juniors, you have a little bit more than that, but juniors, you might have another way out. We'll talk about in just a second. So let's real quick review what's going on in our news. That is Mayor Cuomo on the bottom, or Mayor Governor Cuomo on the bottom from New York, who basically said yesterday that all of our predicting models were wrong for the coronavirus. Which is something that politicians don't often do. They don't like to admit, mistakes are made, but it wasn't necessarily his mistake. But he said the experts that said how many people were going to die were off, and he happened to be living in the state that had the most people that died, and therefore they made decisions based on that. And I guess in reality, that's about all you can do. Is to try and rely on that. Now, why did the scientists get it wrong? Well, it's never happened before. So they made the best educated guesses they can, and it's hard to say exactly what would have happened if we had not reacted, if we had not done our lockdowns and social distancing. In fact, some of the early doctors, when this first happened, said that if it works, you're going to have a lot of people who are mad because not a whole lot happened. Go figure. Some of the reaction or some of the fallout to coronavirus, rental companies are falling apart. Hertz rental car is actually filing for bankruptcy because nobody's renting cars because people aren't traveling. And like any business, oftentimes the business model means that they need to be bringing in money. So look for lots of cars to be dumped on the market. That's also going to change the new car selling market, trade-ins, all kinds of things, and that could have an effect that potentially lasts for years. 307, those were the new cases, latest new cases reported in Wisconsin, which is the lowest that we've had in a week. Now, of course, not good that 307 more, but good that we're going on the lower end. All right, enough of that stuff. Let's talk about what you guys have going on. So history, you guys should be finishing up letters home from Vietnam. I know many of you guys have already done that. Make sure that you turn that in on Canvas. And also, please make sure that you remember that today is the last, or not today, this week is the last week for any late assignments. There are a bunch that we've done on Vietnam. Not all of them are in the grade book. Sometimes, for some reason, you guys gauge when you haven't done anything by when it goes in the grade book. You should gauge it by when you just didn't do something. So that stuff is going to go in the grade book. If you have something you haven't done, get it in Canvas now. If you have something late and I haven't put it in the grade book yet, then you're good just putting it on Canvas. If I've already put it in the grade book, and you can check by looking at the grade book, then you need to put it in Canvas and send me a copy. It's also very important to remember that as some people try to catch up with things they didn't do, don't cheat. I've already caught many people cheating this semester. That means you fail. If it's well, it also means a letter in your file, so that goes on your permanent record. Don't do that. Global relations. So, seniors, you guys need to get me your paper this week. That is important. This paper is something that I've said before was done in just a couple of days in the past. So it is definitely within your ability to get this done quickly. It just depends on whether or not you choose to do that. Juniors, if you get yours done and done early, that means you can be done with seniors, and then you don't have to worry about this class anymore. But you'd have to get that done and turned in. But I do know that there's some juniors that need a little bit more time, so you can take that time that we have for the entire school year as well. It's up to you. But if you're somebody who wants to like wrap this up and get it done with, just like we would have in normal school, you would have been able to take the final with the seniors if we have enough seniors in our classes, and we do. But that's up to you. It's not going to change any way if you choose to do it either way. It just means your grade would be a little bit later. All right, guys, that's all we got. 86 degrees today. Hopefully you're waking up early, getting your stuff done so you can actually enjoy this weather. As always, make sure you guys are staying on a schedule. It makes life a heck of a lot easier. All right, talk to you on Thursday.